Hey, how's everybody doing? Awesome getting on the Zoom call the other day. That went a lot better than I thought it was going to go. So that was great. It was really cool. I wanted to do a video because after we did that Zoom call is when all the stuff came out about the promotion we're doing next week. And I kind of want to talk through some of that and some other things too. So just want to do a video real quick, send it out to you guys so you guys could have it. That way you don't have to read another email. Let me pray for us real quick. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. I just thank you for the sales that we're experiencing in the stores, and I just thank you for how we're progressing forward as a team. I ask that you continue to give us direction and guidance through this time. In your name I pray, amen. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about sales. We had a really strong day yesterday, and I think that we're going to start seeing a shift. In a lot of stores. I think a lot of restaurants around us have closed. Unfortunately, whether that means they're closed for good or they're closed until this pandemic's over, I just think a lot of people have kind of decided to batten down the hatches and just close until and kind of wait out the storm. So I think that's a huge advantage for us because we are not doing that, obviously. So I think more people are getting filtered and funneled to our stores. Obviously with a lot of the national marketing that's been going out, our name is out there and we're prominent right now, and that's really strong. It's a really big blessing because a lot of people are sitting at home and they're looking, hey, what can we do for dinner? What are we going to do? And so Jersey Mike's still on their mind, so they're placing the orders. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next week with the free delivery stopping on the 11th. But again, we have that promotion coming at the end of the week, so hopefully we're going to be able to push right through and continue to go forward. That's a really so we'll see what happens next week. But I think that we need to really be prepared for us to continue to see an upswing in sales. I looked at since the pandemic started on the 15th, I looked at the weekly sales. Our first week was obviously the hardest hit. The second week we had the fundraiser in there, the 50% off, so that's kind of skewed. But then last week I looked at the full week, and stores are definitely stronger. They're up. From the very first week of the pandemic, all stores were up from that week. And so we don't have a full sample size this week yet, so I couldn't look at this week. But from just the first 4 days of the week, we're trending to be stronger than last week throughout our stores in most cases. So like I said, our sales are continuing to go up, and so we have to continue to be execute on a high level. And so next week we have this 25% off thing, and so we need to be prepared for it. Another thing I would say is we have to hire people. I know some stores may be a little understaffed right now. You need to repost your ads. Make sure you repost your hiring ads and get people into our stores. That's really important. So we need to get people in. We're coming into our busier season. I think that it's going to hold true. We're going to stay busy through the summer. And when this is over, we're going to expect a big increase. So get your people in the store, get them trained up. You have to get people in. And right now, the talent pool of people out in the market is huge. You have to hire people. Hire right now. I would say you want to increase your staffs right now big time. So, I know that we want to be strategic of where we're putting people, but like I said, when we come out of this, we're going to see an increase, and we have to be prepared for that increase. And if we're not, we're going to lose those customers. So we need to make sure that we're ready to execute on the high level when that's over. So with this 25% thing coming up, one thing I wanted to talk about is executing and making sure we knock it out of the park. The last one we were really unprepared because we didn't have the time to get ready for it, but we do this time, so we need to execute. So make sure you staff properly. Even if you're giving some key people a little bit of overtime, it's okay right now. Your key people, they need to be working Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They need to be working on those shifts. They're probably going to need to work doubles on those shifts if you can have them on there, but we need to have our strongest people on those days because we need to make sure we execute at a high level during this promotion. We need to expect the sales to be kind of where they were whenever we were doing the 50% off promotion. What's up? Bree's here. Just walk by. It's okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt.
We need to make sure that we're expecting the same increase in sales that we did for the 50% off promotion because Jersey Mike's is going to push forward with the marketing. They're going, they pulled the marketing for the last one. They only marketed it one day and then they stopped. This time they're going to push forward with the marketing all 4 days, and it's really going to drive people into the stores and drive people into or drive people to the app and online ordering, so we need to be prepared for that. One thing that we've worked a lot on is this setup in the back here at Greenbrier. I've kind of helped this setup happen in a couple other stores, and I want to go over it because it's been really, really efficient, and I would highly suggest people set their stores up for this to be ready to execute, because this has been really helpful. So I'm going to kind of like break down what we have, and then if you feel like you want to change your setup to this, that's perfectly fine. You know, you can still do the tables in the lobby with the signs. That's perfectly fine if you want to do that. But I feel like this is more efficient, and it's actually more responsible, because we're not just setting food out into the lobby. We're not just setting food out into the lobby and having it out there where customers can touch it. We're controlling who gets that food, and we're making sure people are getting the right orders. So those are some of the things that I feel like this setup actually is more helpful, and you're able to execute a higher level with it. So I'm going to kind of break it down, and if you guys want to set it up like this, you can. And if you want to help getting the materials, just let me know. I can try to get them for you and come around and try to install the shelves and all that kind of stuff for you guys. So here we go. I'm going to break this down real quick. So 2 shelves. We have 46-inch shelves here, and then you have a 46-inch ticket rail on each shelf. So you can line orders all the way up to this end, which has been super helpful, especially with the promotion. You're going to get a lot of orders, and so having the room to organize them is key. One of the issues that we had on the first day is we didn't have enough room to organize a lot of the orders, and so they were placing them on counters, we were placing them everywhere, and then we were giving the wrong orders out, or sometimes we were making the same order twice. So having room to organize is really important. We actually mounted 2 chip rack shelves underneath these shelves, and so we have every type of chip here. And so what that enables us to do is essentially think of this whole section here as like the assembly section. So you have all of your chips. In this container, we did all of our cookies and brownies in here. So that's all assembled, that's right there. This container, we did a sleeve of napkins. We don't have them in a napkin dispenser, because this is, you can actually grab them faster out of this. So we did a sleeve of napkins here. And then we have our small bags on the right side and our large bags on the left side. And then underneath this shelf, we have the ticket, we have the sticker dispenser. Thanks, Marie. Yeah. We have a sticker dispenser right here. If you don't have one of those, it's fine. But we have the to-go bag stickers on here. We have the thank you stickers, and all the cookie stickers are on there as well. So you can walk by. It's okay. Megan doesn't want to walk by. And so I know every store has different setups and different layouts, but that's been a very useful setup. I would say the main things you want are the 2 shelves, so you can organize orders on there with the ticket rails, so you can get orders organized, and you want to have a place where you can assemble the orders. So kind of going to break down how we assemble an order whenever it comes in. So an order would come in, right here, the ticket prints out. The 2 tickets that print out, the signature ticket, we throw the signature ticket away. Don't use that ticket. Then you have the ticket that has it's essentially the receipt. You have the receipt. The receipt is going to go up on the ticket rail. So this receipt goes up on the ticket rail, and it goes in chronological order no matter what. Always make sure it's in chronological order. And I would say if your door, so in Greenbrier, the door's over here. So because of that, the first ticket's going to go closest to the door. So that's how you would organize it. So if your store is flipped and your door is on this side, first ticket would be closest to the door. That's the way that I think you should organize it on the ticket rail, and it's the way you should organize it on your grill also. Whatever way your grill flows is fine. Some stores are different, but I just think when you keep it with the door, that helps out. But with the ticket rail, make sure it's closest to the door. So that's where that ticket will go. Then the order ticket will go up on the ticket rail for it to get made for in the store, or if there's a grill, it will go over to the grill. So that's pretty self-explanatory. You know where that stuff goes. So then, whenever the subs get made, they'll come down, they'll get wrapped. Say you have 2 giant number 7s. Well, they come back, so there's somebody here that's expediting. So if you get super, super busy, you really need one person sitting here expediting the orders. So their job is to assemble the orders, their job is to organize the orders up here. They're not really making subs on the front line, they're not really grilling, they're not really doing anything else. During this promotion, you're going to be busy enough where you need to have one person locked into that station. So they'll get a bag, right? The bag will come out. They'll put it right here. They'll assemble it with whatever you need for the bag. Sorry, my screen's about to shut off. They'll assemble. Oh, sorry. They'll assemble whatever you need to assemble in the bag. So whether that's chips, cookies, whatever, they'll put napkins in it. And then the subs will come down, the subs will go in the bag. So now, whenever I'm done with the bag, we don't want to put the bags like this, because if you put the bag like that, you're only going to be able to fit so many orders on a shelf. You actually want to turn the bag and set it this way, all right? And so where you want to actually write the name is going to be on this side of the bag right here. So you're going to write it on this part of the bag. Got a Sharpie right here. So it would come up, right? So what I would like to do is I put the bag up on the shelf, and then when I put it up there, Mike, and then that order, the name here should line up with the name on that ticket, okay? Now, here's the key, or one of the keys to this. If I have a bag that has no sticker on it, so if you see this bag right here, no sticker right now, that order is not completed. So for example, let's say an order has 2 giant 17s and a giant 7. If the giant 7 gets made, that bag may be assembled with a giant 7 in it, and it might go up onto the shelf to be done. But the 2 17s might not be ready yet. So I'm not going to sticker the bag, because that signifies it's not done. Once all the subs are in the bag, you sticker it, it goes on the shelf, that signifies it's done. Okay, so when that sticker goes on the bag, that order is completed. You don't have to worry about it. Everything's done in that bag, and that order is good. If this bag is not stickered, it's not completed. Okay, so when we sticker the bags, okay, we're not going with 1 sticker. You're going to go 2 stickers. Okay. All right, sticker on each side, okay? And then you got the order, the name right there. Again, and that's going to sit on the shelf just like that. You can sticker, if you want to sticker the receipt to the bag. We haven't been doing that at Greenbrier. When I worked at College Drive, we didn't do that either. The receipt is hanging on the ticket rail. When the customer comes in or the DoorDash driver comes in, we hand them the bag. We ask if they want the receipt, or you can just take the receipt and just slide it in the middle slot of the bag right here, and then it's in the bag for them. Okay? So, an order's made, it's sitting up there. Order's made, it's sitting up there, it's stickered. I know that bag is done. I know it's completed, okay? And again, if I have multiple orders, I'm always going to shift them down as far as I can to that side, or whatever side is the finished side of your shelf. Now, the next thing that's important is when that order is done. So when this order comes off and you give it to the DoorDash driver, right? It's gone. You have to take that receipt down, okay? You have to take it down and give it to the DoorDash driver or the customer, or put it in the bag or throw it away. If you leave that receipt up there, it's going to make it look like that order still needs to get made, and that's how duplicate orders will get created. Or get made. So you make an order twice. So it's really important to take that receipt down off of there. That way it signifies that you don't have to do anything. That order's done, it's gone, it's left, everything's good to go. Okay, another thing that we do is we have a spike right here. So when an order is completed, like the actual order that has the ingredients on it, we spike that ticket and we just keep track of those. In case there's a discrepancy or a customer comes back in, we have all those tickets and we can quickly reference them if we need to. Or if we need to remake an order, we have this right here so we can quickly reference that order, and we don't have to go into the system, find the order, print it back out. We can just look through the tickets, find the name, and then remake or check the order. So that's why we have this ticket spike, and at the end of the lunch shift, if it gets really stacked up, we throw them away at the end of the day. So we have that right here. So that's kind of the breakdown of the setup that we've been using at Greenbrier. We set up a very similar setup like this at JM7, and we also set up a very similar setup like this at JM4, so at Hampton Boulevard and at College Drive, Suffolk. Again, I know every store is different. Every store maybe doesn't have the room for 2 shelves. That's okay. You don't have to get 46-inch shelves or whatever. I think they're 48-inch. You don't have to get 48-inch shelves. You can get shorter shelves if you want. But like I said, having room to be able to facilitate holding a lot of orders is really crucial. And a lot of you may not need that room day to day right now, but for the 25% off promotion, staying organized is going to be the key to executing well. Organization on the online and app orders is the key for execution. Organization is the key for execution. If you're not organized, that's when you're going to get in the weeds, that's when you're going to get behind, and that's when orders are going to get messed up. Whenever Thursday happened for the last promotion, that's what got us. We were not organized whatsoever, and we got destroyed at Greenbrier. I was over here. We were getting orders out an hour late, okay? But after we got organized on day 2, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, when we were organized and we had this system, we didn't get orders out late. We made them on the, we had orders going out on the times that the ticket said. So that's another thing. Make sure you're going in chronological order, and you always do them in chronological order. So if you have a ticket that comes in after a ticket, but that time is before it, you have to move that order ahead, because our customers are coming in and they're expecting whatever time is on that ticket, the order needs to be made by that time. So the time on the ticket is what's important, not the order they come in. Because it happens sometimes. We'll get an order that says 11:30, and it might be 10:30 at that point in time, and an order might come in that says, 11:15. You've got to make the 11:15 order first. So that's super, super important. If you have any questions about the setup, or you want to make your setup look like this, that's great. I know not everybody has the sticker dispenser, so I don't know if you could get one by next Friday, but that's been super helpful to get the stickers on the bags. I know a lot of times people are fumbling around, and honestly, getting the stickers on the bags is really important because it signifies that that order is done. It signifies that the order is safe. So when a customer gets this and it's stickered, they know it hasn't been tampered with. If you're not putting stickers on bags, it's really not safe, and it's not really serving the customer in the right way. So you need to put the stickers on there. So if you need to get a sticker dispenser, sorry, can't move my finger. There you go. If you need to get a sticker dispenser, we can try to get them ordered for next Friday. I don't know if you'll get them, or next Thursday. I don't know if you'll get them in time, but I think they're good to have. I think they've been helpful. A lot of people who have them really enjoy having them. So I would suggest getting that. But if you want to set up anything in your store different to help facilitate the online orders, please let me know. And you can let me or Ryan know. We can get the materials, get them out to your stores, and get them set up. If you want help reorganizing your setups in your stores to be able to facilitate online and carry out, please let us know. We want to be able to execute at a high level with these things. So thank you guys so much for everything you guys are doing. Let's just continue to push forward, continue to do what we're doing as a team, and I think that we're making a lot of really strong headway. Oh, real quick, I wanted to kind of update everybody with the donations. So we've done 50 Giants to CHKD so far. We've got 16 Giants for the Norfolk Fire Department next week, 21 Giants to the Suffolk Fire Department. We're feeding first responder and emergency personnel at the YMCA in Mount Trashmore next week. So their kids are at childcare, and so they still have to pack a lunch. So we're going to feed all the kids lunch next week. We fed 3 Virginia Beach police officer precincts, which is great. We are helping donate subs to Crossroads Church to help families in need that aren't able to leave their houses because of COVID-19, who are high risk. So they haven't had food or been able to go anywhere because they actually have to stay in their homes. We're giving foods to Crossroads Church. They're going to help disperse those, 25 Giants there. We're feeding 87 Giants to Norfolk General, which is the radiology department. They're the ones who are in charge of screening people when they come in with COVID-19. They've been working nonstop. We got 87 Giants going to them. And then we have 112. We have 200 and, sorry, I'm trying to add this up. 225 Giants. I think if my math's right. Yeah, 225 Giants going to Centera Lee. Tristan set that up, so thanks for setting that up. So we're feeding tons of people at Centera Lee, 225 Giants. So what's that? That's 450 people at Centera Lee, which is awesome. So we're going to feed them. So those are the donations that we've got set up so far. We've got next week pretty much set up. So we're going to kind of push pause because we want to have them spaced out over the next 6 to 8 weeks with these donations. So we're not going to set any more donations up for next week, but we're going to be looking for the week following. We're going to be setting donations up. So we'll start on that next week for that. So just kind of want to give an update on that real quick as well. Thank you guys. I know this video is a little bit longer, but there's a lot of good information in it. And like I said, if you need help setting anything up, please let me know and let's get it done. Thanks, guys. Bye.